In the last video, I have talked about classification. Do you remember classification? Do you remember classification? Classification is a method of making classes, right? Classes means a particular kind of group. Class means a particular kind of group. All groups are not classes. Remember, all groups are not classes, but a particular kind of group can be called as class. So what kind of group can be called as class? Where those which make that group have some common properties. So what kind of question to you is, what kind of a group is or can be called as class, right? What kind of group? So your answer will be such a group where the components mean those who make the group, components have common features, right? I have given you the example of your class, that you make a class because all the children in your class, they have passed class 6 but not passed class 7, and this aspect that I am talking, that those who have passed class 6 but not passed class 7 will make the class 7. This is true to all of you, all the students of your class. Do you follow? Means if I say you will not have a student in your class who has not passed class 6 and has also not passed class 7. Do you follow? So what kind of a group is a class? A class is such a group where the components or members of that group have some common features, common characters, common nature, right? Based on this, we have made the classes in biology, because biology is study of all living beings, and living beings, they on the earth, they have a vast number and a huge variety. Means with just a few steps you move, you will find a different kind of a living being, right? So what is a living being? That you know very well. Living beings grow, living beings develop, living beings have nutrition, that is they take food for obtaining nutrients, living things reproduce, living things they have the digestion process, then they have excretion process, they have a respiration and breathing process. All these features make a thing as living being. You already know the distinction or differences between living and non-living. Now today in this lesson we have seen that I will just make a list of few articles. Say a mango, if I say and ask you what kind of a living thing is it, you will say is a plant, right? Plant or tree, right? If I say guava and ask what kind of a living thing, you will again say is a plant or tree, right? If I say a cat, then again you will say it's not a plant, you will say it's an animal, right? Then if I say a dog, what kind of living thing, you will say this living thing is an animal, right? So we have, with these few examples, we have seen that the living things are classified as plants, and animals. Right? We made two classes in the beginning. All living things, all living things, all living things are either plants or animals. So what kind of living things are plants? First feature is they are green in color. Green in color. But animals, they have various colors. Various means white, black, fair, dark, grey, and so many different, green even. Some birds are green in color. Green, yellow, so many color. But plants, when you go, all the plants, they are green. Do you know why they are green? It's because of presence of a substance in their organelles known as chlorophyll. Right? Known as chlorophyll. So plants, they are green in color. So this way we distinguished this. Another feature we have noticed in plants, they remain fixed at one place. Fixed means they don't go from place to place. Whereas animals they go from place to place. Do you know why? Various reasons are there. Because they go in search of food. They go in search of food. They go in search of their mates or friends. Right? As you sometimes visit your friend's house, sometimes the animals go from one place to another as regards their safety, where they can be safe from their enemies or the predators. You may have seen a deer running away from the tiger. So tiger is predator of a deer. So deer goes from one place to another place is because of safety and protection. Another thing, for a comfortable dwelling, for a house or a comfortable dwelling, as regards the weather and climate, you may have heard of the migratory birds. They migrate from Siberia in Russia, see, many thousands of kilometers away from our India, and they come to our country when it is extreme of cold there. They come to our country. Even in our Basti they come, right, at certain places. In some of our lakes in Basti they come in the winter season to avoid the extremes of. So this way the animals, these are the reasons why the animals, they go from one place to another place. Whereas these plants are fixed, right? There are various other features. When you study at the level of the cell, the plant cells have cell wall. Cells have cell wall. Whereas the animal cells, they lack cell wall. And the fourth thing is, all plants, because they are green, they have one process that takes place in their leaves. Do you remember that food making process? Can you tell me the term? Yes, that is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means, synthesis means to produce, to make. Photo meaning light. Producing with the help of light is called photosynthesis. Whereas animals, they don't carry out this process of photosynthesis, hence their mode of nutrition they can't do. They can't go with photosynthesis. Right? And the fifth thing is that those which can make their own food, they are called as autotrophs. Whereas the other one, those which cannot make their own food like we animals, they are called heterotroph. Now, hetera is the Latin word. Latin is the beginning English. English, the language English, in its earlier form. This hetera, from hetera word we have hetero. Hetero meaning other. Troph meaning nutrition or nutrients. So those life forms which depend on other life forms for the nutrition, they are called heterotrophs. We get our nutrition from green plants, right? And say some animals, they depend on us, so they are also heterotrophs. Similarly, if you go for plants, then what you notice, plants are not heterotrophs. They have a process that takes place in their leaves, green leaves. That's why sometimes you are told that green leaves are the kitchen or food factory of the plant. It is better to say food factory rather than saying the kitchen, right? It's because the leaves, in the leaves, raw materials like carbon dioxide and water are used, and they are combined together in presence of sunlight and turned into glucose carbohydrate. Clear? So these are the distinctions between plants and animals. Okay, that's all for you in this video. You must remember the differences between plants and animals, and you should know what is a class and what is classification, why the classification is necessary, and what are the benefits of classifying the living beings, plants or animals, right? That's all. Thank you.